So we got a pretty big content drop today on a Wednesday in MLB The Show 25, and I gotta say, most of it is very disappointing. It is the past pipeline content. The actual concept is really cool. That's one thing, but the actual cards are just pretty disappointing. But let's get into it all. As we always do, let's look at the calendar. So we got the past pipeline series. It was, one of the content drops where it has a collection, a program, a pack, all the stuff, and a showdown too. Moving forward on Friday, we have even more content. Yeah, we have the weekend classic, the third weekend classic. We have the fourth inning program. We have May Lightning collections, May Spotlight Drop 5, and then next Tuesday we have a new multiplayer program. So for the past pipeline collection, I'll start with the collection just to generally talk about these cards. This series is really cool. It's like past prospects. So, Joe Adell was a really highly touted prospect for the Angels. This concept is pretty cool, but these cards are kind of trash, and I'm going to get into the cards. But let me start with the collection cards because this is honestly the lone bright spot of today's content update. The final reward is this 93 Corey Seager, who looks amazing. 106, 100 contact, 190 power with 104 clutch, gold defense at short. That's a great card. The other collection rewards, Yoan Moncada, nothing special here. I mean, he is a switch hitter with high contact, good enough power, good speed as well, but nothing special really. And then we have Joe Adell at 7 cards. This card also kind of the same thing as Moncada, nothing really special here. Good against lefties, though, decent against righties. But, there are, in all honesty, there are about 4 cards that are actually good that dropped today. Starting with the program, I'll say one positive thing first. The final program reward was very good. This Joey Gallo, obviously Joey Gallo was going to be in this series. Joey Gallo being a part of the content, let alone being the final program award, is very good. 90, 80 contact, 125, 115 power, like that's insane. 88 clutch. So the contact and clutch is good enough to make this a usable card. And yeah, I know the vision's 31, but it really doesn't matter as drastically as you think, especially if you're playing on All-Star or below, or even really Hall of Fame. Defensively, not amazing, but he does have a good arm. So I'll give him that. This is probably the best final reward in all the programs. Moving down the program, we have a Garrett Cole from the Pirates. Solid pitch mix, good velocity, good clutch. The hits per 9 is a little low, but I think that's fine. Mickey Moniak from the Phillies. High contact and clutch, good defense, good speed. Not the best power, though, or discipline. Then we have a Jose Iglesias. There's nothing special with this card. Good contact, clutch, defense, speed. But it's like we have so many cards like that already in the game that are so easy to get. Like you could get Xavier Edwards in 45 minutes and he blows his card out of the water. And then we have Kevin Gausman, like 77 hits per 9 is just not good in this stage of the game. Even that's just not good in any stage of the game, really, in all honesty. And then an 87, Jonathan India. I mean, why are we getting 87s in June? That's just my honest opinion. So those were the program player rewards. I think that was 5 players. I mean, yeah, it did have a pack in there. It was Iglesias, Gausman, and then, yeah, India, Iglesias, Gausman, Moniak, Cole, Gallo, and then a pack. So you get 7 players. So if you finish the program, you get Joe Adell, pretty much. Outside of that, there is only one other card that is not in a pack, which is another thing too. It's just, is he even here? I don't think anyone, no, has anyone even, yeah, okay. Lucas Giolito is the reward for the showdown. This card is not good. I mean, the pitch mix sucks. 4-seam curve, change, sinker. That's a terrible pitch mix. He only has 82 hits per 9. Control is not good. The break is good on the first 2 pitches, but this is not a good card. So yeah, those are all the free cards that you can get, and a couple of those, the Gallo is amazing, but maybe the Cole will be pretty solid, but besides that, nothing special really. Now let's go to the store and go over the rest of the content. First, the chase card, another chase card, is this 95 lad who's going for 300k. You do not need this Vlad to finish the Corey Seager collection, but you need everyone else, which is crazy that you need the Schwarber. I'll get into that later. But, disappointing content aside, strictly looking at this card, this is a great card. 109, 104 contact, 94, 90 power with 110 clutch. His defense is not awful. He'll be in the silver with a good arm. Do I think this card is worth 300K? No. It is not worth that many stubs. This card is not worth the price. It's a great card for sure, but it is not worth that price. If we want to go into the past pipeline packs now, I think I got that switched up. The special insert player is this Kyle Schwarber, and this is the best card that was released today. 102, 95 contact, 115, 100 power, 100 clutch, catcher primary with left field secondary. He'll have bronze defense, so he won't be terrible behind the plate, but he's not going to be anything special. This card alone is amazing, and it's the best card they dropped today, but it's the special insert player, so it's going to be expensive in a pack. It's just kind of a common theme that we're seeing with content. Moving down the pack, I'll just go through these guys quickly. Nate Pearson, this is one of the fewer cards that I'm actually looking forward to. 100 hits per 9, 97 pitching clutch, outlier on the four seam, pretty good pitch mix as well. Moving down, we have Jared Kelenic. Nothing special. Pretty decent across the board. He doesn't do anything amazingly. Xander Bogaerts, great power, meh contact, 70 clutch, really hurts that card. Anthony Rendon, high contact, good clutch, that's pretty much it. We have Hunter Renfroe, good power, awful contact and clutch. Starling Marte, offensively, just not good. We have Andrew Vaughn, he's better offensively, but worse defensively, but he's a first baseman, so it doesn't matter as much. Mitch Keller, good hits per 9 and pitching clutch. This is another solid card. There are some cards, but the majority of them are pretty bad. Good pitch mix, cutter, sweeper, good hits per 9 and clutch. Moving down the line, this is probably the worst card I've ever seen in my life. Austin Hedges. He's amazing defensively, sure, but this guy is a noodle bat. 80, 72 contact, 58, 50 power, 72 clutch. Really? Oh my goodness. Jake Bauers, highest hitting stat is 87 with 93 discipline. AJ Puck, he's a starter. AJ Puck, 82 hits per 9, 80 pitching clutch. Not amazing. Michael A. Taylor, pretty good against lefties, good defensively and good speed. Brady Singer, per 9s are terrible, 76 pitching clutch. These are 88s. Of course, they're not going to be that good. But the question is, why are we getting 88s right now? It is June. They need to move the power creep up a little, in my opinion. This Kyle Wright has a pretty good pitch mix, but pretty much it. No outlier. Tim Anderson, high contact, clutch, and speed. And then we're back to Kyle Schwarber. So yeah, there's some pretty frustrating things about this content drop. There are probably 5 cards that I would actually consider good cards that were released today. Probably Vlad, Seager, Pearson, Gallo, Garrett Cole, and then maybe one more. I think did I already say Pearson? Yeah, no. Really, those 5 cards are the only ones that are even good. And I'm not saying that just because I have a God Squad. I'm saying that just being a normal MLB The Show fan. And another thing, like I mentioned earlier, if you want to complete the collection, you're going to need every single card except for Vlad. Or you could buy Vlad and skip Schwarber if you want. But you're going to have to buy either Schwarber or Vlad. And I'm definitely not going to be buying Vlad. So yeah, disappointing content drop, but it is what it is. That's going to be for this video. If you guys are new here, follow me on all my social medias, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. But most importantly, make sure to subscribe on here on YouTube. So yeah, see you guys in the next one. Peace.